Alright. And let me just get that light up there a minute. So if that turned on. Alright guys and girls, welcome back. Ooh. That light is a bit bright up there. You're right, Lev Films, I man. Or Love, actually, is it Love Films? Can't see with the bloody light there, a bit shiny. Yeah, Lev Films, yeah. Anyway, you doing good? So just gonna... show that. So I replied to a friend of mine because he didn't know what a Ouija board was and all that. Basically a spirit board. And been delving into it a little bit because it's kind of interesting. That a Ouija board that you can communicate through spiritually and all that. And I'll tell you what, they've got a lot of different boards on, but what I've done is at the moment is I've downloaded an Ouija board for the iOS on the iPhone Pro 11. I don't know what to make of it yet. I've only just started sort of delving into it spiritually and stuff, so I'm just sort of more open-minded about the spirit world myself because it's fascinating. Like at one point in our lifetime, at some point, we're all going to be dead at some point in our lifetime. Scary as much as scary it is, but I think because one day we're all going to go up there, regardless whether we've got no health issues or not. It's just when and how. A lot of us are probably most of us are going to probably have heart attacks or strokes or something, because with my granddad, he had like several different strokes, and he passed on about two or 3 months going back. And they said he had like several different strokes, and it's kind of interesting. I think scientists really should be working more on what happens to us when we die. We know there's 10 stages of death with rigor mortis, which basically is I think it's 7 to 10 stages of death, and it's I've been sort of delving into the paranormal because I really want to actually find out, do myself in and find myself and that. No, that's stupid. Just gonna sort of keep going my life, keep doing what I'm doing until the time is ready, until the bloke big upstairs, whether he exists or not, calls me up there and all that, and then we'll all find out. But it'd be quite cool to find out by doing research. Doing a lot of research into the spirit world and all that, whether it does exist and all that. And I think a lot of scientists should be putting more into it, spiritually and stuff all year round. We should be there should be a science base where we delve into it and find out whether it's to do with the consciousness. Why we find sometimes that we when we die on the operating table and we get brought back to life, we start going to these places that we call heaven or hell or whatever dimension you want to sort of like get into. I mean, in a way, this kind of stuff's still religion, but it's also into science and religion. And it's very, very interesting to find out one day is this going to be like sort of game over for us. So I'm just letting a friend of mine know, because he comes on here watching my live stream from time to time, and it is very, very interesting that when we die, they reckon our consciousness is still around, or the energy, the vibes. So that's why some people, when we die, or people die in self, and their spirits come out of their body and stuff, there's like the outer body experience that some people get. I was watching, actually, there's 2 movies I've been watching, and I think actually technically 3 if you count White Noise, where this one guy who's basically, his wife I think got killed in a car accident, and then he makes this device which is now called the EVP, Electric Voice Phenomena Box, where you can communicate through radio frequencies through to the other side, and they're supposed to pass little snippets of messages which actually come across as white noise, but can be manipulated by the spirits to actually leave their messages to you. But it's all in reverse, so sometimes you have to play the audio back just to hear it in reverse into a straightforward message. And sometimes if you do sort of spirits box sessions, right, sometimes you hear voices where it doesn't sound, it sounds like it's actually twisted around because the words are reversed and all that. And sometimes, right, what you have to do with EVPs is actually to record EVPs on an electric sort of sound recorder. Now, there is, I think it's called the D60, which is supposed to be a sound recorder, but they reckon the sound recorder records the audio in, I think it's not digital, it's something before the digital ones that was like analog or something, analog audio, which was harder to sort of manipulate in a way. But they reckon the D60 is apparently one of the best sound recorders you can get, because you can't manipulate it in any way. It's very hard, or not at all, to manipulate those audio files. Now, if you've got a digital sound recorder, say on your phone, and you record something, you can put an audio frequency on there of something else, or someone going or screaming out and stuff, and it could be just one of your friends doing that, or a family member doing the stuff. I mean, it's easy to manipulate those, but I've heard with because I think it was with Steve Huff Paranormal, he uses the D60, and he reckons it's actually hard to manipulate any of that. He said you can't do it. He said there's no sort of way you can manipulate those audios inside the actual the sound recorder itself, and it's really intriguing. But I've heard, I think it was at the D60 is going for like nearly £2,000-3,000. I mean, I don't know who would pay £2,000-3,000 for a sound recorder, but obviously the prices go up and up and up and up, and it's very interesting now. I mean, I've been doing EVPs now for, I'd say, Only a few years. I'd say probably 2016, 17 when I started doing like ghost box sessions, and it's very intriguing because I kind of like watching the Ouija movies, which where basically this woman looks through the planchette, which is actually the sort of triangle shape planchette that you put on an Ouija board, and then you got what a Ouija board is a spirit board that you use to communicate with the dead. Now I think there was this bloke who made it. I think it was like before it was like a game board, and this bloke made loads of them, sold it as a toy, but then so many years later, or thousands of years later, or hundreds of years later, I should say, not thousands, but hundreds of years later, people started using it for spirituality and all that, to communicate with the spirit world, which was like awesome in a way. But there's still a lot of skeptics out there who say that spirits do not exist, that it's all just a hoax and all this kind of stuff. Well, we don't know because there's not been enough research into it. And I think I would love to actually see scientists actually get off their asses and start doing more work on ghost box sessions and spirit worlds and communicating with the spirit world, and see if there's a way that they can actually find out whether this actually exists or not, because that would be awesome. I should have a look a minute. Right, I don't. Yeah. So I'm just telling him that basically you can get that app from anywhere, pretty much. I've been playing around with the Ouija Board app. Now, I'm not too sure what to make of it yet because I've only just started it today. But I was thinking tomorrow I could dedicate a whole episode tomorrow to doing an app, a Ouija Board app session, and see what you guys and girls make of it. I want to see if it's on iOS, not iOS, on the Play Store. If it's on the Play Store, I can record with this phone and play it with this phone at the same time. Ouija board. Just wondering if it's the simulators. They're only simulators. Some of these ones I've got spirit board simulator. Actually, I might have to do an episode of it on my phone here, my camera phone, and then just like sort of record it onto here for you guys and girls, because they don't look like they've got the original one on here. But yeah, if you guys and girls are into the spirit world as well yourself, let us know what you think. Have you seen anything? Have you sort of seen a ghost or shadow figures or anything? Or do you have a story that you would like to share with us maybe? Actually, what I could do at some point as well is do a podcast on a few episodes on like ghosts and spirits. So if you guys and girls would like to come on the show, or let us know if you've got any free time, I'll try and sort of set my computer up and try and get you guys and girls to come over. I'm thinking maybe do us on Zoom or something, but definitely leave a like on this YouTube channel here and subscribe to the channel. But also, what would be fantastic is if you go to my Facebook, and if you want to put a comment on there and stuff, to do with this, like if you want to come on the show and stuff, I can invite you over. We could sort of time and date on there, and I could get you guys and girls to come over, and we could do like a sort of a ghost box session, live podcast on the show, because that would be quite cool, just to get you guys and girls' thoughts on it. Maybe you've got a story to attach to it. If you've had any, say, encounters with any spirits while you've been out and about, if you've been ghost hunting yourself, that'd be quite cool. Definitely either leave a message down in the comments below, or just go to my Facebook or maybe my Twitter. My Twitter's Anthony Kenneth Bishop as well on my Twitter. Also, I've got my YouTube gaming channel as well, which I do stuff on there as well. And yeah, I'm doing Facebook as well. So I've got a lot of platforms to put stuff on there at the moment. But at the moment, I'm still dieting at the moment as well. I'm doing a lot of dieting. Nearly 6 o'clock already. UK time, it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So 6:03 Sunday, 8th of November. But anyway, so yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff at the moment on my YouTube channel. Definitely going to be getting into the spirit apps, EVP apps, and also been doing Necrophonic as well, which is an awesome app. Actually, let's see if we can do anything, because I don't think the sound's that good on here. To be honest, I should put it onto my speaker. Yeah, put it on a speaker or something. Right, hang on. So I'm just texting these messages because I'm getting a lot in anyway. So yeah, have you tried the spirit boards yourself, the Ouija boards? Do you find it a bit cagey? Have you had any experiences with Ouija boards, with the proper Ouija boards? Have you tried the apps? Just let us know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear from you. So basically, so if I can find that app. Got Ultimate Ghost Detector, but the one app I actually use, which is actually pretty damn good, is that Necrophonic app. They always say with spirits apps and stuff, you always got to say goodbye and all that kind of stuff with it. Which is actually is because you don't want the spirits coming into your house and all that. So you always say goodbye. I do have Zoom now as well, so I could do some Zoom calls with you guys and girls for live streams. Trying to find a necrophonic app. Necrophonic. I don't know if I've got it on this phone now, actually, have I? Scary voices, they're quite good for like sort of scary voices, but right, necrophonic. Right, right. So if there is any friendly spirits here with us today, come forward. Don't be evil spirits. If there's any evil spirits here, you're not wanted in the house. But if you're a good friendly spirit, you are more than welcome to stay. But any bad spirits here, or the good ones, you can come forward and tell us your name. Is there any spirits here with us today? If there's any spirits here with us today, come forward, tell us your name. Is there any spirits here with us today? If there's any spirits that wants to communicate with us from the living side, come forward, tell us your name. Sound like a child for a minute then. Is there any spirits here with us today? Said Dean then. So is a Dean here with us? Oh, said yes. Yeah, Dean. So, Dean, how did you die? Oh, said tunnel then. I don't know if you got that, guys and girls, as well. Tunnel. Did you die in a tunnel? No. So what's the tunnel bit then? Where did the tunnel come from? Did something happen in the tunnel? Did something happen in the tunnel? Was you beaten up or was you hurt in the tunnel? Was you hurt in the tunnel and then died outside? Thought it said hammer then. Thought it said something about a hammer then. Did you say hammer? If there was there a hammer involved? Are you still here with us, Dean? Is there a Dean with us that something happened in the tunnel with him? Said yes then. Because it sounds like there's different voices saying it, unless they're manipulating the different voices to the different sounds. Well, if there is a Dean here with us, how did you die? Said dead. So if you're dead, how did you die? How did you die? How did you die? It said fall. Unless he fallen or something. Unless he fell into like a tunnel or something. Maybe got injured or something. I mean, that could be something, but... Yeah, Dean, where's the tunnel coming from? Or is it someone else that's actually in the tunnel? How did you die, Dean, yourself? Can you explain it to us? Can you explain it to us how you died? No, it's just frozen up now by the looks of it. Maybe we're on to something. Is Dean still here with us? So basically, what I'm on about the D60, it's the DR60, and it's one of the most best sound recorders. But on the market at the moment, on eBay, I think it's going for around £1,000, £2,000, just for a little small sound recorder, which is not a digital one. I think it's something like an old sound recorder, but it's manipulated the frequencies. I think it's broken off, so it only records certain things, so that way it doesn't mess up and have the original bad rubbish stuff on it. So it's more clear, basically, through audio and stuff. I would love to get my hands on one of those, but they're around about 2,000, I think, £1,000, £2,000. It's called the DR60. Alright, for some reason it's frozen up now, I think, so that's a bit strange, but... maybe the spirits or something have something to play on it. Where is it? Just trying to recommend a phone to a friend of mine because he doesn't want to pay too much for it, but he wants to still get the features. And I thought he may as well get himself like an iPhone. Could probably get himself an iPhone 8 Pro or something, which you could probably get near enough 400, maybe 300 if he's lucky. I think I've seen him for like 300, 400 quid. Oh. Anyway, so just telling people, like a friend of mine, so basically just trying to help him out for a phone. But I mean, I would recommend, I mean, if people are strapped for cash and they don't want to spend too much on phones, I would guess, I mean, probably go down 2 generations from the iPhone and get the iPhone 8. A friend of mine was saying to me the other day they're pretty good as well, because he's got one. And this other girl's got one. I know, this friend of mine.
Oh,
and yeah. Alright, hang on. I'll give you a minute.
I can't.
Yeah, anyway, guys, yeah, so iPhone 8, would recommend it. But anyway, I'm going to finish off this episode because I've got to help my mum a minute. But I'll be back on the next episode in a little while. So stay safe all. See you on the next episode, and I'll see you very